Wow. Guys, let's just take a moment here to just appreciate the work by Art Yuki on this incredible Uriel skin that just looks magnificent. This immediately caught our eyes. The headdress, the pose, everyone knew immediately who this was going to be, and just deserves a shout out at the beginning of the video. Thank you, Yuki. So let's get into the video, guys, and we're starting now.
I wanna be immortal, like a god in the sky. I wanna be a silk flower.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Fury here with another event coverage video for you guys. This one about Estel's Capsule event. Finally starting with this week's reset. It is part of a 2-week event, so we are looking forward to the other half being the end roll starting next week. So let's get right to it, guys. Gonna move over to our event menu for the capsule points. This one is still going to be your standard 4 rounds, covering about 500 points. You have to spend 500 capsules. It's gonna have your standard pity. Luckily, we do not have any more of that special recruitment for this week. You can just focus on acquiring your girl Estel here, looking like she's Delasium word for word. The copy that is coming along with the Estel is Trinity, for anyone looking to build a combo with your sort of damage over time marks and just, you know, extra crit precision that Trinity gives off. There's also this special little event material called Magic Powder that will be used for the tiered rewards. So throughout this week, you will earn 3 capsules every day just by signing in, as well as, you know, your chance to complete your daily tasks to earn more of these magic powders. The minimum to complete this event that you would need to have in your capsule bag collection per se will be 1880 capsules, because you will earn 30 per round, 120 total when you get to your 4 rounds. So whether or not you want to build Estel, she's looking like a very good character for dealing damage in PvE. Some teams might be able to make great use of her in PvP, but mainly because of her skill set being able to just duplicate damage over time marks and attribute reducing marks as well, or debuffs. She will just be able to do high amounts of damage. Something to note though is that she is starting our trend here of doing incredible amounts of damage because of her active doing like 400% or something, but we will have more reviews coming on that. That's a video in of itself. Over here you do have your standard capsule pool rewards. These are, if you pull Estel 9 times, you will earn the maximum rewards here. And this is quite nice for earning some monster shards, some antique shards, chisels, and extra capsule points to replenish your stock. So definitely take a look at this if it's something you're interested in. I personally will not be pulling for Estel. I'm just going to keep saving, because this opens up the argument whether or not, with anniversary coming up and Yuki, you know, trying to pull some traps on us, you have to put yourself in a position of whether or not you want to spend your hard-earned capsules right before the summer event, right before anniversary, when those stronger characters for Angel and Demon tend to be there. You can fully expect next month to have Estel in Enroll and potentially bring her into Shards and Cafe pretty soon, as she is monster or normal faction. So let's get moving on. What are we gonna do with these magic powders that we earn? Well, you can put them up towards some tier rewards. Unlike the plates where you just continue unlocking, here you have to burn some of those magic powders. You're gonna burn them up here. I believe it's at a rate of 25. It can earn you like about 45. I get there's like a little bit of a ratio. I have it down here. Probably did not. Okay. Well, there's a chance that you earn 50, 45, or that you completely fail in making the firework and, you know, just get a refund back of like 20. Let's see if I can try that with what we earn today. Do we earn any? Oh, we do not. Okay, rip. So over here then, looks like I'm just gonna have to do all my daily tasks, but these are the methods of earning them: pulling capsule coins, buying them from packs, which I likely won't, except for the Uriel skin, you know, for sure. Down here you can start crafting. It looks like, oh, here's a ratio: 65% for 50, 15% for 60, 10% for 45, and then a 10% chance that you fail and get some magic powder back. Every 1 point will equal 1 level of mastery, so it's going to be quite a bit of a grind. But once you do acquire your good old little firework bombs here, you'll be able to exchange them for rewards. And boy, here's some incredible tiers. You have Apate, you have your Izanami and Uriel. Sacred Vial, not bad. The class set, this is definitely one to look for. The Eternal Dawn antique, very strong. Personally, my favorite antique in the game right now. An Estel copy, and from what it seems, everything up here is limit 1. Except this high stakes slot ticket, these runes. Okay. And then these bottom tier rewards here. Even the elite shard, wow. Limit 1. These capsule coins down here is not bad. If you have any left over, for sure. But being a 2-week event, if the rewards stay the same, I think we're en route to earning a free Apate copy. So for sure, do not start spending your magic powder fireworks that you created until you're certain that you can earn the maximum reward from the highest tier. This Apate you should be able to earn by just participating in the Enroll event next week. So that's something we're gonna have to sort of predict, but it's kind of hard since we only have half of the event. For those that are looking to roll for Estel, you will definitely be able to earn this Apate almost right off the bat in a week. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Down here, these rewards will earn you 8,000 standard files and 2,500 exclusive files. Not bad, interesting. And then there's this one over here, Servant Growth Chest. Look at this. This might have to be something we aim for. Servant crystals are very rare to acquire. This is now 1 way extra, I guess, to pick these up, and 600 is not a bad amount. This is going to be at least 2 to 3 levels, just because it's really expensive to get these once you're like past level 10. So wow, this is gonna cut it close for me, guys. I am completely kind of shook on what to aim for. Yeah, before, when we looked at the infographic, we didn't know what this was. We saw the crystal there, but didn't know how many there were in there. 600 is not too shabby, and I really want that. Over here, the capsule coins, I guess any leftovers, but definitely aim for this Apate copy first, and then consider this for your servant cookies, because those are super important, guys. You're not gonna understand how this HP and attack scales. It's incredible. It's a lot. All right, so we gotta keep moving on. Over here we have Atelier Lira. I got insanely lucky this time around, and unfortunately there wasn't anything I really wanted out of this one, and I'm not gonna really spend Elementium for anything. So maybe 25 for a Vivian copy, but I might just pick up a skin, to be honest, or some juice. Don't forget to spend it. You do have 1 more day, 23 hours or so from the time of this recording. So definitely look for that. You can also reference our previous video covering this event and the value of these items. What is back though are the Explorer packs. This one is an immediate buy. You don't even have 1,000 gems. You have to buy this. 10 capsule coins, automatic buy, best deal. Over here we have the 2000 one, which is essentially a skip. You don't really need this one. It's the least important one. I like getting this deal for the seals. It's one of the better ones in my opinion. Over here we have a Dark Demon Elite Shard, as well as 20 chisels, or 20k chisels to earn. And then the last one being our standard favorite, Guild Coins, Random Antique, and Random Elite Shard. So I have them here tiered as the 1,000 to 3,000 to 8,000 that you should look at first. Especially if you're new and looking to build your laboratory in the guild menu, the 8,000 one is one you want to be saving for every month, as that's going to greatly boost the power of your girls. And then over here, Girls Exchange, limited time. We have the values for Ithil and Priestess, which is going to be great for players that are coming up in the early and mid game. Ithil being a very viable first L3 choice, and Priestess being pretty solid in PvE, especially in practical works. Just being able to work with herself and synergize to do insane amounts of damage. Ithel being pretty great actually for those early to mid game battles, especially in Sanctuary, being able to carry the team. And then as you're looking to get closer to the end game or late game stages, replacing her for Rogue, replacing her for Mika, going to be some very viable choices. Very good as a stepping stone. And then down here, Elite Assembly, excuse me. We now have Izanami in here. Gratefully with this new Uriel skin that was given to us in this event, you will now find Izanami in the Elite Badge menu, as well as Angel and Demon Shards. They will have Uriel and Izanami within them, but there's a little bit of a surprise as well. So we'll get to that shortly. So here you have your 98 hours or like 96 hours or so to roll for your priests. I am personally going to wait for warriors because I think I'm going to get this Uriel. Depends, or I might just wait. I don't know. We'll see. Elite badges, I don't really feel good about spending them unless you have like a good amount and really want something. So let's move on over here to our special surprise. Actually, let's just go over here. Shopping Street Cafe. Guess who's here? Uriel and Izanami. Finally, for your runes. You can now finish completing them if they were halfway or just holding off. Uriel and Izanami finally being here creates a lot more combination space for meta choices. You can build your teams. You can use Uriel if you're trying to fight a lot of Vivians and Nephilums in PvP. You can use Izanami if you're fighting bursts, such as like Kratos or Rogue, and also take her into your test fields, into your Guild Boss 61, into your Sanctuary. She is incredible in those stages, being able to flip-flop between PvE and PvP on her own. I will warn you though, Uriel is mainly focused on PvP, and she doesn't really scale much with her damage and just acts as like a support. But keep an eye out, might be an Uriel review coming up soon, wink wink. So definitely keep that in mind. This is fantastic. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I have my own Uriel and I really want to build up the second one, so that's going to be exciting. Next up, finally, we want to be able to look at the packs that we can use to acquire some of these event rewards. I'm going to events. We're going to be going here at the value packs, which is going to be your standard value for the capsule coins, as well as the sort of reduced value for the gems. You are going to get a healthy amount of these magic powders, but do be aware that the reward tiers over here in the firework event are very expensive. Some folks estimating that this Eternal Dawn tier, just to get to the level mastery of 120, being that you're spending 1 point earning 1 mastery, 500 would earn you what, 100 points for 1 mastery. Let's check it out. Gonna craft here. This mastery will earn you 1 point, or 100 to level 1. So spending 500 of those magic powders would get you to mastery level 5. I'm seeing this here clearly. And you need to get to level 120 to get the Eternal Dawn. That's $100 just to get to level 5. It's looking expensive. Some folks were estimating it was going to cost 800 to 900 USD. So be aware of that, guys. If you're really looking to spend for that, it's a little steep. To be honest, that Uriel pack and call it a day. Speaking of Uriel, here is the skin pack that everyone's excited for. You're going to get a massive lump sum of 70 capsules, which I think is the most I've seen out of these skin packs. Usually like 60 or 65. But over here, 2,700 gems, 300 magic powders, which will get you well on your way for that appetite, and the Uriel skin, which with the stats, this is your speed skin with damage reduction and immune control, which builds up on Uriel's already self-providing damage reduction and immune control. So this is going to be great, and the animation is wonderful. She uses that whip, and she whips it good. Look at that, on the basics, gets up off her seat. I understand the choice here from Yuki, keeping her in her chair while on the field. Don't really know how I feel about that myself, but the animation looks great. She's whipping it, giving her enemies private lessons, I guess, or you know, just dominating. She dominates Uriel. So I love that. Definitely looking towards picking this up in the future. And then you have your $5 one here, which gives you 50 magic powders and 8 capsule coins. Limit 1, of course, but it's going to be your best value for the gems. And then over here, finally, you have another $5 pack. This one with juice, but only gives you a shard copy. That's just like random food. 50 more magic powder and good value for gems. But down here, the $69 value one. This one just looks like terrible value. Unless you're really hurting for magic powders, I would essentially steer clear from this. You don't really need this elite badge unless you love to gamble. And 35 runes, while it is kind of nice at this price point, it's just something I'm gonna personally avoid. So that's how we're going to proceed with these packs. Just avoid. That's my recommendation. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling for Estel. I guess we could just look at her abilities real quick. We'll go to the gallery, click on her here. The reason I wanted to point this out towards the end here is that she is kind of starting us off on our way of having extra multipliers for attacks. Most girls will have like 300, 400, some, I think Joan is like nearing the 500 if she already is at that, but 400% of attack is already pretty big, and additional 400% of attack to targets. Okay, like random targets, or like I'm not understanding this. We need to see it once someone is actually testing it, but you're just seeing lots and loads of damage. You're gonna see she's gonna be really good for really picking up the pace on enemy bosses, but in PvP it's going to be a little tricky to deploy her. Using her with a lot of debuffs and damage over time marks will be the play. So I'm very excited to see what Estel brings to our meta. I'm always excited to see how she spices it up, and how having Izanami and Uriel now available to us, and eventually Joan, is he like a joke to Yuki, or what's going on there? Well, I'm very excited, guys, to have brought you this video. Of course, if you enjoy the content being provided on the channel, I really appreciate your subscribing or leaving a comment down below just to let me know how I'm doing and how you're liking the current events. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and remember, happy gaming.